Hello, hi there, how are you? And welcome to Eleanor Grace. This is my Psychic Destiny show with the planets all around us. And we're in December, aren't we? And we're getting ready now for a wonderful holiday season. So I hope that you're all really waiting now to connect with me. I'm using cards here. I've got my tarot cards. These are my teaching cards. Can you see them? Let me just put them in the middle there, and then you can see some of the different cards that I'll be using. We have the Judgment card, we have the Star card as well. Wheel of Fortune is here. So this one is a fabulous card to really bring in some different energies into your life, and perhaps that's what you need at this particular time. And then we have, oh, well, look at this one. This is probably one of the most well-used cards that there is. This is the card of the Lovers. So the Lovers really does bring in promise of relationships and being in love and being held and adored, accepted, and attractive as well. We've got to have that. We've got to have the levels of attraction. This is the Sun card here. Happiness for everybody. That's what we're hoping for. And a happy Christmas time. And it looks as though things are getting settled a little bit more in the world, doesn't it? World peace. This is what we're really asking for. Now, we do have the Star card here. I feel that the Star card is very, very much about aspiration. You know, some of your ambitions and letting everything just sort of fall into the right place. Now, the last card that I'm showing here, well, this one is the card of the Moon. The Moon is always about some reflections, perhaps, that, you know, are necessary in our lives so that we can look back and we can discover perhaps where we went wrong, where we've got to look for major improvements as well, and how we can see the direction of travel that we're in. And this is really an appropriate time to be setting goals so that we can manifest some of our dreams and really set out a target going forward for our future, and how we can really reassess who is important to us, who we love the most, and of course, don't forget those loved ones in spirit. Now, I brought my candle here. I hope that you can all see that here. It's a lovely candle flame, and we'll be using the candle to make some wishes and to allow for those messages from spirit to come through. And I always like to light a candle here, just as we're going into the Christmas period, because we all have those loved ones that we want to make contact with again, if we can. And if there are messages, then those messages will come through and they will be with us. So let's just see if we can raise the elements here and see if we can just pop that candle flame into view. So here we have it. Now, spirit will always go to the light. That's what we know. We know from having seen some images of ghosts, perhaps. Have you seen a ghost? Have you ever come across a ghost? Not like the ones on TV, but just having a whisper of a presence that is there in our room, in our hearts, in our dreams, in a mirror. Often we get a reflection in a mirror. And I've seen many ghosts over my lifetime so far. And they come in strange sort of sizes and shapes and formats, if you want, sort of different formulas. Sometimes I will look at a particular vision and be next to someone or connect to someone. Energy, electrical energy is what I use. So it does mean that I can connect throughout the world, throughout all of those phone lines, video lines, whatever it is that connects us all. I can use that energy to bring in some loved ones past, some messages about your future, and to see forward, to have a look and see what is ahead in your life. So today we're holding out a candle to those loved ones in spirit, and we'll see who comes into my spirit room. Once I open up my room, then everybody piles in, and I have to look to see who is most important and who is the person that is connecting to that particular spirit today. So when we have our callers come through, I will be looking for signals and signposts and little details and universal images so that I can see who is there and who wants to come forward with a message. I will also use my crystal ball here. This is one for prosperity. It is a very powerful crystal, and this one is full of citrine, which is all about money, luck, and making plans really for the new year. And that's what we all want. We all want to make plans now. This is the time to set your goals, beginning of December, before we get into the holiday period and lots of celebrations. So that's where we're going to next. And don't forget to do that, because we have all the planets here. So they're surrounding our planet Earth, and they're bringing in all sorts of different energies. And we need to use those and harness them in order to be able to project all of our wishes and dreams forward. And we do that using cosmic orders and magic wishes. And I will be showing you how to do those, not just in this program, but also on YouTube, where you can find me on Eleanor Grace Psychic. You can also see me on TikTok as well. Eleanor Grace Psychic. Also, you'll find me on Eleanor Grace Destiny, and you'll find me on my website, gracedestiny.com. And lots of you have contacted me for our email readings, which are fabulous because you can have those within 2 to 3 days. And it's a very, very nice way of keeping a record. So I think I have Tracy from New York here on the line. Hello there, Tracy. You're through to Eleanor Grace. Welcome, welcome to my show here. How are you?
Good. How are you doing today?
Oh yeah, not bad at all. I think a couple of weeks ago had quite a bad throat. Lots of it going around, but the UK is full of that. It always is. This time of year, we can't do anything about it. All right then, Tracy, let me see what is around you. Do you know, Tracy? I'm looking here at my third eye, because I keep pointing to my forehead. My third eye here is connecting through to you, and I'm seeing you, Tracy, as a person who wants change. You want to go into, I suppose it's a new format, a new dream, a new hope, a new rainbow. I do see rainbows in your future, so they're in your horizon. So if you're sitting on a bench and you're looking out to sea, you've got this lovely sand in front of you, and then you've got the sea as well, and then you've got the horizon. On your horizon, that's where the rainbows are. That's where I can see them. So this is about your dreams, your goals, and having established exactly what you want to achieve. This is a time that you're going to do exactly that. So achievement is with you. You actually have the star card, which I've been showing to everybody. This is about ambition. It is about you taking a lunge forward in your life now and being able to make some quite dramatic changes. The star is all about aspiration as well, asserting yourself, being able to show the world exactly what you have, who you are, how you intend to use your skills and your experience for the greater good. And that's what you'll be doing. There's charitable enterprises around you as well. So you do help a lot of other people as well, Tracy. I think you get involved quite a lot in community, and you're bringing people towards you. So you're popular. And I think that's going to really persist during this month and also going into 2025. So, Tracy, you have a lot of friends around you. You have people all around you. You have spirit all around you as well. And that's where I'm going to now. There's either a Bert or a Ben, or it could be an Albert, because I'm getting that name being shouted out. Bert, it's there all the time. But it's also Al as well. So do those names ring any bells to you? Are you aware of any of those names in your life or in spirit? Can you tell me, Tracy?
No, Al. Mm-mm. I or Bert. My mom used to say Gert.
Tracy, do you understand what I've said to you about you actually now going into this period of change that is all around you? Do you see what that
What
is
kind
about?
of change do you see? What kind of
Well,
change is it? Change?
Well, certainly you're going into the community, so you're able to establish yourself around friendships that are near
Are you
to
there?
you. And also you will be changing your environment as well. So you're likely to be moving here and moving into new situations and circumstances around you. But not just that, you will be looking at how you're changing your activities. So I think work related changes are very positive here for you and are likely to be um, bringing in some extra prosperity and some extra um, status. So it's heightened status that I see for you. Now, emotionally,
Should
I think you're the
should
one.
I
You're the
go
one
with
in
the
charge. Yeah,
should
go
I
on.
go with a job that I have now, or should I go with the one that is being presented to me that's
Have you been?
offered?
Have you been? Have you been offered a role? Because these are the likely changes that are around you. But it's up to you to accept. I mean, you have free will here, and I think that you will be
Right.
going forward into a situation where you have choices, real choices that are around you. And that's something that
Hmm.
you need to consider for yourself, and something as well that you really do need to be able to see on a sort of much wider platform than perhaps you're looking at the moment, because right now everything is sort of quite still. I do have spirit as well. There is this
Hmm.
man here. Maybe he's shouting out a name for you so that you can look out for this big initial of B that I can see here on your horizon. And also the rainbows are here. Now, they really do represent prosperity for you as well,
Hmm.
Tracy. So you are likely to be encountering more money, a bit more luck, higher status in your job, and you being able to show off a bit. I can see you strutting about and being able to be presenting yourself to the world in a different way, on a different level entirely. A different space is around you, and you will feel really, quite happy about that as well. The lovers is here. So choices are there for you. Lovers will bring in choices. Lovers will also bring in new opportunities for romance and admiration and soulmates. So it doesn't necessarily mean that you've got to launch into a brand new relationship. That's not what this is about. It is about capturing the love and the regard and the respect of those around you who really do share um, that sense of love for you. So your situation emotionally is also changing. Do you feel as though you're in love at the moment? Because I feel that there's a big boost here to your energy around feelings and emotion. So, what's your circumstances right now, Tracy?
Yes, yes, but there's also been a lot of letdown from family on that side with things that occurred with
Oh,
somebody passing too.
I see. So, was this a man who passed over into spirit? Was it a man who died?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, because it's a man that I've had, which I've talked about all the way through, and this soul in spirit, this man who's just recently died, is shouting out this initial of B to me. So what that represents to you, I cannot tell you. All I can
Mm.
do is relay the message that he is bringing to you. So it is for you, Tracy, because I've checked
Okay.
this out a few times now. And it's the very first connection that I had to spirit when I opened my spirit room. So he's there. And we also have the candle, which is here. And this is a candle in spirit, lit for spirit. So I'm going to give you that. I'm also going to bring in this connection of holding hands and being very much, much more in love in the future. I think that there is a new connection, a new romance, a new romantic development around you. So you need to watch for that. And you need to be able as well to really sort of take control of your relationship and not allow other people to interfere or to have an opinion or, to share that with you or project it on you. You are strong. You're a strong person, a strong woman. And now it's time for you to show that. And I think that you will. I think that you're bringing all of your strength very, very much to the fore during 2025. And this, I think, is where you will be able to show a lot more patience, I suppose, with yourself. But equally, I feel that you have a greater sense of purpose, and that's what I want to give to you, Tracy. So, lots of love coming to you from spirit, an increase in your status, a better role for you. So, you need to keep persevering and trying. And I think a sense of respect. I think you're being well regarded, well respected a lot more in 2025 than you have felt in 2024. It's not been the best year, has it, for you? And your health, I think that's also improving. I think you've been perhaps suffering quite a lot with, a few ailments, and check that out. Don't be just passing things off and saying, "Oh, I'm okay, I'm okay." Get yourself checked out and just make sure that you continually do that. So I think that now, Tracy, you are in a position where you have a great deal to offer now to someone who I think is going to be very, very close to you. So let's just quickly look at the relationship aspect in your life. Are you in a relationship now? Because there's a breakdown here and then a reunion. There's something that has sort of dissolved that is now going to come back. Does that make sense to you?
Mhm. Yes.
Yeah. So was that a parting of the ways completely, or just this sort of bumpy road that I'm seeing? It's sort of undulating, this undulating road, and yet it does lead to a marvelous, marvelous resolution. So I do feel that this year is a wonderful time for you to be able to recover, but I think you've got to be honest. What is it that
Mhm.
you feel that you need to say? What is it that you've got to be honest about? Was it that you've been let down, or was it a little bit more in depth than that for you? What was it that
Mhm.
let you down so much? Can you say what it was that let you down so much with him?
I think just not being there when
Right.
needed
So,
to stand up.
yeah, yeah. So you wanted him to, yeah. Well, this is your totem card. It's the one of the lion. So you are actually being asked to gain some courage here. I think you've really got to speak up. You've got to say what you think, and mean what you say as well. So you need to manage your feelings and project them properly. And you also need to, I think, perhaps with this card, just state what your boundaries are, what your expectations are, and put some limitations on bad behavior. Sometimes you have to almost be a little bit like a child. So that's where I've got you, being very demanding. I'm going to wish you well, Tracy, and don't forget that initial of B. It will be recognisable for you in the very near future. So thank you for coming into the show, and I hope you've enjoyed your reading. So I'm going on to Diane next, who's in California. Hello there. Hi. You're through
Hello
to
there.
Eleanor
How are
Grace.
you?
I'm good. I'm good. And let's have a look at you, shall we? Let's see what is happening here around you, Diane. I know that you've been quite patient, and I also feel that there's family connections that are going to be really very strong for you in the very near future. I know we've got the holidays, we've got Christmas, we've got lots of various different um, activities as well that seem to be all around you. So I think that there's lots of pleasure coming your way. And I'm very pleased about that because you need it. You need to have, more fun in your life. I think that this has been missing for some time. Let's just have a look now at the crystal ball. So I'm bringing in the citrine crystal, this is about prosperity, and you will be opening a new chapter, Diane. Um, I've got a book here that is really looking at taking on board new beginnings. And I think also you have a strong sense of your own psychic abilities. So you will be looking at mediumship, connecting through to spirit yourself. Angels seem to be around you, with you. You're on a spiritual journey. Are you aware of this? Is this something that you are trying
Yes,
to do? Yeah, yeah. Um,
absolutely.
so are you practicing or are you getting
No,
somewhere?
no, I have always thought I had a sixth sense,
Yeah, yeah,
and
okay,
intuitive, like I can never tell what's
sure.
going to happen, but I do have quite often
You have
feelings
that
and then
sense.
something will happen.
Yeah, yeah, have the sense of, oh, yeah, everything is going forward. Okay. Well, I do feel that that's important for you. And I feel as well that this is a time that you can really start to look at your own senses and start to develop them. And that's what will happen. You will do that. And that development is going to be easy for you. I think there's lots of communication that's coming. And I feel as well that you'll be looking hard, long and hard, at how you can make sense of some of the images that you receive, but not just the images, but some of the attention that is very powerful around you, and how that attention is going to bring good fortune and is going to bring some focus onto you. So the spotlight is going to be on you and you need to be prepared. Are you launching into something new? Because it appears to me as though people are demanding of your time, your attention. You're a busy, busy person. But equally, you're stepping back and wanting to take more time for you, more time for yourself, and to have that real sense of purpose and direction. And the book is important that I'm seeing. You're turning a new page, but you're also writing here. So do make notes of your life, but also of your dreams. And I think this is where I am connecting through to those psychic senses and how you are going to be feeling really very, very important. I think that that's who you are. It's that sense of being elevated. So take some time, study, allow yourself the opportunity to heal properly, to elevate, and to be very much in focus, having the focus that you need to have as well, so that others can be very prepared, I feel, to listen to you. Mm. Do you teach other people or train other people in your job? Because this is what I'm seeing here in the crystal. The citrine
Yeah,
crystal is showing. Okay.
it's not necessarily my title, but I do it often and daily.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what I'm seeing, that other people are coming to you for advice anyway. And this is where you have to be a little bit circumspect in the way that you say things to people, because they often don't understand what you're saying. You're speaking quite clearly, but it's just the level at which you're speaking. So I am getting a lot of patience that I think is within your character, in your personality. And this is next, something that you will be able to expand upon. But training others, sharing your knowledge with others is really quite important. And that's a role which will expand during 25, 26, 27. The next 2 to 3 years ahead are really going to be impacting you on a very positive note. I think that you're elevated here. And I've said that word a lot because I feel that this is automatic. It's what's deserved. You should have been here before. So perhaps this is another opportunity, but this time it won't be missed, that it will be granted to you and you won't have to be concerned or to worry that you've missed the boat in any way, because you haven't. So that's something that you'll be looking at. I am also seeing a level of prosperity that extends to family members as well. So got lots of family, extended family that's here. There's a lady in spirit that's coming through. I want to go initial S here all the time. I've had this lady right from the start when we opened the show. Do you connect a lady in spirit with the initial of S? Is that something that belongs to you, Diane?
Initial S is in Sam. Is that what you said?
Sam, yeah, as in Sam.
Um,
Sierra.
mm, not that I know of. No.
Okay. Well, I want you to look out for that. The initial of S is being shouted at you. This lady in spirit is here with me. Um, she's not being that prescriptive because we're running out of time, but perhaps
Mhm.
come back to me. We can extend and have a little look further and have a look at the video again. Go on to Moonstruck TV, A1R Psychic Radio, and you'll be able to pick it up. Sometimes people do that, and it's surprising what you can remember after a spirit message has been given to you. And I do this
Right.
all the time. So remember the initial S. Remember that you have got a very, very, very happy new year. So 2025 is good for you. Thank you for joining me on our show today. And thank
Uh,
you all for having a look as well at clairvoyance and mediumship, how it works in real life. And I will see you same time next week. I've been Eleanor Grace. Bye bye now.